you hang with the ops talking about get they suit tucks begging. I ain't even got $2.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Bulls of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Washington Commanders. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys victorious a week ago, trying to make it 2 in a row here. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. When you look at this defense, they've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Ready? Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
70, Timberwolf. Ready.
Up the middle they go. It's Hopkins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Check that. Get it.
Daniel's going to try to sneak, and he's going to have the Commanders first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Daniel's looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Here's Daniels. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to Get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Tap the 60. Tap the 60.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that is incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
Ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know what else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. Stroud looking to throw. He'll get this out to Genty. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And that is incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. But right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Ashton Genty. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Stroud out of the gun here. That one finds Pierce right side. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the Commanders' 21-yard line.
Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
19 seconds. 18. Level. Look at high.
Stroud working out of the gun. That is incomplete. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive.
Here we go.
And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. The NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. To the air goes Daniels. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bronco switch.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, and that's to Taylor, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
19, 18.
Now Daniels. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark the defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. He finds his man, complete. It's Rose. And they can't bring him down. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. 70, ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Bulls offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Look hot.
Stroud. He finds Douglas complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run. That's caught. Jack Besh with it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
First down.
And Stroud now to throw. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First down.
Jeanty fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
He'll try again. And this time he's in for the touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Under pressure, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Ready? Panther 6.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bulls offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And with only 2 weeks left until the playoffs begin, you can see there he leads the league in touchdown receptions as the regular season nears its conclusion. Now Stroud. That's complete. Ginty out of the backfield. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He finds his man, complete. That's Douglas. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A shotgun snap to Stroud. He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here for a while. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The throwing again is Stroud.
Get the fuck out of here.
And it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Hey, hey!
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Genty. Powerful run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the real first down. A gain of 12. First down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, that is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. And that'll be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult. To establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
60 by 6, 60. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Check, Panther.
He's going to try and do this himself. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up from the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll try the left side. It's Hopkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge. After back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Stroud looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bowers. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He finds his man complete. That's Douglas. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Commanders' 43-yard line.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Again, it's Stroud. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And with the yardage picked up on that last throw, that's going to move him over 4,000 yards passing for the season. And even in today's age of offense, that's a number that's meaningful to quarterbacks. It's not an easy plateau to get to. On first down, it's Genty. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Genty. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, ready? 18.
Stroud out of the gun here. That's to Bash over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's another.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
18.
Up the middle, it's Genty. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ashton Genty, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bulls put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Daniels looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Check.
Now Taylor. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
2nd and short. Is it a no-brainer to think I give it to my fullback and I pick it up?
You would think a no-brainer, but that time able to hit him for a loss.
Yeah, definitely was not a gimme, was it?
Check.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Open man is Bryant. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To the air goes Daniels. He finds his man complete. That's Newman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw again. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Okay, ready?
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
What the fuck is this?
Touchdown Commanders. Jaden Higgins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown at the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Rio offense set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground with Ginty. And he lost the football. And does Washington have it? They do. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Stroud to throw it. Short throw caught by Bowers. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Yes, ma'am.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. A run straight ahead with Ginty. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here comes 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
That completion comes down in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. A give out of the gun to Ginty. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A run out of the gun with Genty to the 27-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Here comes second down at 5.
On the quick, right? 18. That's right. Hey, south. 19 taxi. I ain't got 12 to 10 million, that motherfucker.
On the give, Genty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Stroud to throw it. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's fourth down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
18. That's it.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Charles, in these lower-scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is